Today we're talking about the exact team structure behind every 7-figure TikTok Shop brand. The reason brands doing million a month keep on hitting those numbers is because of how they're actually built on the inside. You might have a great product, the budget, and the willingness to work, but how do you actually build a team with the right roles that keep your shop running 24/7? This is one of the hardest things to figure out when you're trying to scale, and most brands get it completely wrong. I've generated $100 million on the platform, and the brands that see success, they all look the same from the inside. Same 5 roles, same structure, every single time. So in this video, I'm gonna break it all down. By the way, I'm Rajil. I run Works Media. We've scaled over 50 plus brands to 6 and 7 figures on TikTok Shop, and growing brands on the platform is what we do all day long. So before we talk about the right team structure, let me tell you about the biggest mistake that will stop you from hitting $1 million months. Thinking you don't need a team to get started and hiring one person to manage all things TikTok Shop is the reason why 70% of the brands don't even make it out of the cold start phase on TikTok. You can't expect one person to run content strategy, recruit creators, run ads, and manage your shop all in one. You'll burn out a good employee and then wonder why nothing's working. The brands doing 100,000, 500,000, or even $1 million a month, they're not smarter. They're just structured differently. They understand that there's 5 roles that they need to hire for, so they look for people in the right role, put them in, and just let them do their thing. We'll talk about all of the 5 roles, their responsibilities, and how they work together, starting from the head of TikTok. This is the person who sits directly under your CMO and keeps a bird's eye view on all things TikTok. You have to understand that TikTok does not exist in a vacuum. The content that's winning on TikTok, that's gold for your performance marketer to run ads on both Meta or Google. Your head of TikTok is connecting all those dots. They're not only managing your TikTok team, they're taking the winning creatives from TikTok and putting them all into your ad account. They're even working with your Amazon team to capture the halo effect when TikTok drives search volume to your Amazon listings. Think about it this way, TikTok is your top of funnel, but if there's no one managing the rest of the funnel, then all of this awareness that's built, it leaks out before it converts. That's the job of your head of TikTok, cross-channel coordination. They make sure nothing falls through the cracks, and without this role, your work does not compound. Now this role sets the foundation. The execution is where most of the work gets done. Let me show you the team that they need to lead. Alright, now the next role that we're going to talk about are content strategists. This is one of the most underbuilt roles that I've seen across brands that you work with, and is probably the most important one. Now ideally, you need 2 content strategists, and both have completely different jobs. The first, let's call him Mike. So Mike owns your brand's TikTok page. He's thinking about character arcs, storytelling, and he's also the one suggesting marketable moments for your brand. He might tell your warehouse team to film 5 orders being packed so you have raw content to work with. He's basically operating like a creative director for your TikTok's brand page. The second, let's call her Lara. So Lara is behind your affiliate content strategy. Her entire job is to figure out what content to give to affiliates and how is all of this content going to be tested. Finding and testing content angles is a video of its own. Let me know if you want me to do a detailed breakdown on it down in the comments, and I'll make a separate video on it. Now back to Lara. So here's the framework that Lara runs. Every month, she picks out 5 content angles to test with the creators. 2 of those angles come directly from what's working for the top competitors. The other 2 formats are winning formats in completely different categories, but you put your own spin on it so you can use it for your own category. And the last one is basically a novel idea, something or a format that hasn't been tested before. Now you're probably thinking, why do all of this hassle? And the reason behind that is because every content angle has a shelf life. What's working right now won't be working 3 months from now. So Lara is constantly testing out different content angles, dropping what's not working and doubling down on what is working. She gets at least 100 videos created on each angle before deciding whether to drop it or to get more videos made on it. Anything under 100 videos, that's not enough data to work with. Most brands have one person managing both of these tasks, which is why at most times the brand page gets neglected, or the affiliate angles that are being pushed out, they're pretty much what the competitors are using. This is why you need 2 strategists, both in their different lanes, working simultaneously. Now none of this matters if you don't have creators to execute this with, so that's role 3, the creator partnership manager. This role is the engine of the entire operation. Your creator partnership manager works directly with Lara, who tells them the content angles, and they find the creators who can pull this off. But this is not a recruiting job. It's more of a relationship job. At any given time, you're working with 3 types of creators. It's either affiliates working on just a commission for you, or paid creators who have a hybrid relationship with you where you're paying them a fee upfront plus some commission on top, or one-off influencer deals. Each relationship requires a different level of management. Now here's what most brands get wrong. They focus all their energy recruiting new creators every single month. That's why your creator partnership manager needs to make sure that every good creator you're working with, they're working to retain them as well. Because if your top creators drop off after 30 days, you're pretty much starting from scratch every single month. The way you retain creators is through community. Your creator partnership manager builds that community. WhatsApp, Discord, Lark, whatever the platform is. They host the onboarding calls, they run the weekly strategy sessions, and they also make sure that the creators who win your bonuses in your campaigns, they get paid on time. Think about what that community means to a creator. They joined your affiliate program, they got welcomed into the Discord, your creator partnerships manager hosted the onboarding call. In that call, they got a blueprint to follow, and now they have a reason to stay. That's the difference between a creator program that dies in 90 days or one that this goes on for years. Now you've got the strategy and you've got the creators. Now you need someone to keep the shop itself running. The fourth role on your TikTok shop team is going to be your TikTok shop manager. By the way, this is the only role that people hire for, and they expect that single person to manage everything that we just talked about. In reality, their job is to manage the back end of the operation. While your content team is focused on the front end, the affiliates, your TikTok shop manager makes sure that everything is running smoothly in the back end. Listings need to be retail ready. They take care of that. TikTok grades your listings in 3 standings. It's either poor, fair, or good. If your listings aren't in the good tier, TikTok is already limiting your exposure. Your TikTok shop manager makes sure that you don't have to worry about your listing quality. They're also handling customer support, managing violations, and overall maintaining your shop performance score. Your shop performance score is what keeps TikTok giving you visibility. I've watched brands get to $1 million a month, but then drop to 400,000 just because their shop performance score tanked. On the affiliate side, your TikTok shop manager is managing the outreach, accepting or rejecting sample requests from creators, and then funneling them into your community so that your creator partnerships manager can take over. Now let's talk about the fifth and the last role. This is the one that takes everything that your team builds and then scales it with paid ads. The ads manager owns GMV Max. GMV Max is TikTok's primary paid lever, and even though it's an automated tool, don't mistake it for set and forget. There are still levers you can pull to improve performance within GMV Max. You may need to adjust the budgets or the target return on ad spend, and sometimes you may need to put a creative boost behind some of the videos that GMV Max isn't boosting, but you feel like they're really good videos that could perform well if boosted. So the ads manager oversees all of that. Without them, great organic content just sits there and never scales. But to do their job well, they need a library of high quality content to test against. So here's a bonus role that not many brands hire for, but best in class brands know that this sixth role is just as important as the above 5. What I'm talking about are in-house creators. They're not external affiliates or freelancers, but rather employees you can rely on to lead the content efforts. They execute content ideas given to them by Mike on the brand's TikTok page, and can also work as affiliates, working to test out the different content angles with Lara. They matter because your brand page needs a consistent voice. Affiliates are great for distribution, but at the end of the day, they're promoting your brand on their own pages through their own lens. Your brand page shows content through your own lens. It needs to feel like a character, a story, or just something that people come back for. Your in-house creators are also your live hosts, and lives, when you're ready for them, are the best bottom of funnel lever that you can pull on TikTok Shop. When a viewer joins your live after seeing an affiliate video talking about your product, you need someone who knows the brand inside out to convert them. Right now, 70% of all social commerce sales in China happen through live streams. In the US, it's more like 30%. The brands building this muscle today are the ones who will win when this peaks. So let's bring this all together. You need a head of content connecting the whole operation, 2 content strategists, 1 for affiliate, 1 for your brand page, a creator partnerships manager who isn't just recruiting but also maintaining the relationships, a TikTok shop manager, an ads manager, and a bonus, if you can, an in-house creator. Every one of these roles have a specific lane. Take one out and you get leaks. With that, now you know the structure that's needed to build a 7-figure TikTok shop brand. Now if you're sitting there thinking, okay, I get the structure, but I'm not in the position to hire for all of these roles right now, that's a completely valid concern. Because let's be honest, each one of these roles is going to cost you around $5,000 to $7,000 per month. Multiply that by 12 months, that's a serious investment that you'll have to make. And not every brand is in a position to go full in-house from day one. So if that's you, here's the other path. You work with an agency while slowly building your in-house team. If you want to work with Works Media, which is my agency, there's a calendar link in the description. We come in and become your TikTok shop team that works with your existing team. We only work with a limited number of brands at a time, so if you want to see if you're a good fit, book a call with me directly. We'll go through your brand, your goals, and figure out whether partnering up makes sense or not. And if it does, let's get to work and crush TikTok shop together. Alright guys, this is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.